you suppose he is?
I thought that was his train.
Couldn't be Burns. Everybody's off.
Well, Blakely, what do we do? Wait for the next?
Don't know. Almost time for session to start.
Well, we got 2 hours. We ought to wait. We have to brief the man.
Told the association they were fools for contacting this colored. Probably unreliable as you can...
Yeah. Off drinking somewhere, maybe.
They say he's a genius.
On peanuts, anyhow.
Probably won't know a thing about terrorists.
Well, so let's wait.
What could a darky know about terrorists?
But he's our only chance. He knows peanuts.
If he gets here in time. Unless we brief him on exactly what to say before the committee, he's apt to make a fool of himself.
Yes, and us. I'm going to ask the porter. Porter!
Yes, sir?
We're looking for somebody very important, a scientist and a Negro man.
Oh, well, I ain't seen him. I watched every living soul get off that Dixie fly. No important black man got off.
Burns, let's go on. This is a waste.
Oh, thank you, sir. We'll call you a taxi, sir.
No, we'll get our own, but keep your eyes open for this fella, and if you
yes,
see
sir.
him, tell him to come straight to the Mayflower.
Oh, yes, sir.
Porter?
Yes, sir?
Could you give me a hand with this case?
What's that?
My case. It's awful heavy.
I'm sorry, Papa. You know, I'd like to, but I got other matters to tend to. I'm waiting for some big, important scientist from way down south.
You are, huh?
Oh, sorry,
Well,
Papa. Oh, sir. Wait just a minute. Are you by any chance an important scientist from way down south?
Stories of Great Christians. From the Department of Broadcasting of the Moody Bible Institute, we're bringing you Chapter 22 of God's Ebony Scientist, the story of George Washington Carver. Professor, back in 1912, when the South had raised acres of peanuts and couldn't sell them, what was your solution?
Well, in my lab, God's little workshop, I took the peanut apart. Then I put it back together again in 300 different ways.
300?
Yes. Face cream, Worcestershire sauce, milk, synthetic rubber, dandruff remover. All could be made from a peanut when you combine the elements differently.
And after that, if you could grow peanuts, you could sell them.
Yes. In the next 8 or 9 years, peanuts got to be important business in the USA. In 1921, they got into Congress.
Congress?
Yes. Peanut Growers Association wanted to raise tariffs on Oriental peanuts to protect our own.
You agreed?
Naturally. I was all for anything to protect our homegrown variety. When they asked me to come to Washington to convince Congress how important peanuts were, I said I would.
I suppose you were treated with high honor in our capital.
Well, not exactly, but I guess it was my own fault.
You sure you told that porter the Mayflower?
You heard me, and I tipped him, too.
What time is it?
I got less than an hour. Session starts at 2.
Yeah. Carver's name is way down in the agenda.
So, we still have to see him before we got to explain to him what tariff is, so the old darky doesn't make a fool of himself.
Well, let's get going. Traffic across town is bad. It'll take half an hour.
Not wait, you mean?
He won't make it.
Well, what do you think?
Took a later train, maybe. We can catch him over at the house.
I don't like it. We ought to wait.
We've waited long enough. Now, come on. Might as well get ulcers over there as kill time here.
All right. Wait till I get my coat on. Now, if we don't see him, everything's ruined. He'll make a fool of us.
He might be waiting for us at the house.
my, what a lovely day to be in Washington. Oh, thank you, Mr. Creator, for giving me lungs to breathe in your good air, for eyes to see the sky, and ears to
Hey,
hear
watch
the birds.
it, old man!
Sorry.
Taxi!
Right here.
What is it, Pop?
Taxi.
You want a taxi?
Yeah, give me a hand with this.
Where are you going?
Why, I'm going to the... You know, I've just changed my mind. I've got lots of time. That's unusual for me.
You want a taxi or don't you, Pop? Taxi!
Lifting the
Taxi!
case, please. My, this is a beautiful city.
Where's your luggage, Pop?
There, right there. I asked you to...
Okay, just shove it in the trunk, all right?
No. I want it in the back with me.
Oh, sure, Pop. What you got in it? Butterflies?
No, peanuts.
Sure, Pop. Well... There we go. Okay. Where to?
You know, this city and I have the same name.
What's that?
I'd like to see Washington before... Well, could you drive me around?
So your name's Washington, huh?
George Washington Carver. That's a mighty high-sounding name.
You want to go sightseeing, huh?
I've got lots of time. Do you do that kind of driving?
Sightseeing tour is $3. You spare it?
$3, eh?
You spare it?
Well, I think so.
Make up your mind.
Please, let's get started. I want to see as much of this lovely city as I can.
What you want to see?
Well, first of all, I want to see the big trees around the White House. Then those old trees over on the big avenues.
Trees?
Oh, yes, and the young cherry trees they've just brought over from Japan.
That all you want to see, Pop? Trees?
No, there must be lots of fine shrubbery, too. And the zoological park. We mustn't miss the zoological park.
Take rice, for example. Rice can be raised in China for a few cents a bushel.
Blakesley, what time?
Coolies will work
2:30.
for next to
He
nothing.
can't make it.
Even if he does.
the lowest
Look,
income are over.
there goes Michigan, just walking out.
Now you blame him? This is deadly.
Raise rice that even after shipping it over here, it sells for far less. than
Rice, meat
raised
packers,
in our
poultry
own
farmers.
backyard.
We've heard them all.
Everybody's bored stiff.
Our
Goes
growers
Jones from Wisconsin.
Just ripe to vote the whole tariff down.
What do you suppose that fella is?
I repeat, our growers must not be subjected to such unfair competition.
Such beautiful trees. They know how to love trees here. I can tell. A tree has to be loved to be beautiful. And the shrubs. Uh-oh.
Hey, Pop! Hey, you leave them bushes alone!
Why, this is terrible. Half dead, and nobody saw. So rare that nobody diagnosed it.
Pops! Hey, you get up from there! Quit digging up them bushes before they come and get...
Hey, what's going on here?
Hand me your trowel.
Pops!
Hand it to me. Okay, there. Gotta get it. All.
Hey, look, what are you doing?
The shrub's dead. Rare tropical disease. Only cure is complete destruction of diseased plants.
Now, look, there's nothing wrong with any of them
Gotta
plants.
get this branch off, too. And this.
Hey, who is this guy? Is he crazy?
I'm George Washington Carver, sir. If you don't mind,
George
I'd like...
Washington Carver? Oh, well, I'll get our director, sir. Right away, sir. Yeah, he'll want to see you. I had no idea you were in town, sir.
Good. I was just about to ask you to speak to him.
Coming in here, ripping things up, breaking off branches. George Washington Carver. I don't get it.
Whereas, we have considered this tariff bill from the vantage point of rice, poultry, dates, walnuts. I now ask you to pause for a moment to consider another side of the question. Peanuts. The small brown
it's no use, Blakesley.
We're
important
sunk.
to the economy of the South. The Peanut Growers Association of America.
How about in the back?
Been looking. Nobody there.
Well, maybe somewhere in the crowd.
38 of 1 cent on shelled peanut. It offers no protection to the unshelled
Where is he?
peanut. So, at this time, the Peanut Growers Association of America will call on the greatest living authority on the peanut, Dr. George Washington Carver from Tuskgee Institute in Alabama. Dr. Carver, will you please step forward?
Where is Dr. Carver?
Dr. Carver? Dr. Carver? Is Dr. Carver anywhere in the house this afternoon?
Well, Blakesley, what do
Well,
we do?
Burns.
Dr. Carver, are you in the house?
Oh, where is he? Gentlemen of the House, the Peanut Growers Association of America regrets to make the
through the
announcement.
crowd? I've got a heavy box here.
The Peanut Growers Association of America announces regretfully
If somebody
that
can give me
Dr.
a hand
Carver
with this box,
is-
please.
Dr. Carver has found it impossible to be here today.
Is this Dr. Carver coming down the aisle?
I'm George Washington Carver.
Yes, yes.
I'm here to talk about peanuts. I'm here to talk about the thing I know best, peanuts.
What do you know about the Hawley Smoot Bill?
Not a thing. What do you know?
Suppose, sir, if you got enough peanuts and watermelon, you're right happy, huh?
Order! 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 Gentlemen, please!
Dr. Carver, before you begin,
Yes, sir?
as you know, we've discussed this tariff matter for days.
Yes.
And peanuts are only one consideration.
Oh, but an important one.
Yes, but a new rule was just laid down today by the House.
Rule?
Speakers will be given a definite length of time to address the Ways and Means Committee and must not exceed that time limitation.
How long?
Dr. Carver, I'm sorry, your time has been cut to 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Huh. I came all the way from Alabama. 10 minutes?
Well, it's the new rule, and we...
Oh, then I better begin.
3 minutes is gone already.
Well, you took them from me, all of you, with your preliminaries.
He's right.
I assume you'll give them back.
You have 10 minutes beginning now.
Good. Now then, I'll open up my exhibit here. I'll just touch on the high spots because I know you'll tell me to stop in 10 minutes. Let's see. Hulls, ground for burnish and tin plate. Flour. Face cream. Here's what I was looking for. My chocolate-covered peanut candy. You don't know how delicious this is, so I'll taste it for you.
Well, Blakesley, there goes the peanut tariff.
Tossed out the window by the black clown.
And so we conclude Chapter 22 of God's Ebony Scientist, the story of George Washington Carver. Stories of Great Christians is produced by the Department of Broadcasting of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.